You ever feel like your future self is this distant stranger, someone you admire but can't quite connect to? Like you know you're meant for more, but the version of you that's powerful, confident, and unstoppable feels like a myth? What if I told you the secret to becoming that future self isn't just grinding harder or setting goals? It's actually about how you see yourself in your mind. What if I told you I could prove it with science? Stick with me, because what I'm about to share will flip your perspective on achieving your goals completely. Here's something almost nobody tells you. Visualization isn't just thinking positive or daydreaming, that's a lazy shortcut. Real visualization is a full brain workout that literally rewires your neural circuits. In the 90s, neuroscientist Álvaro Pascual León showed that when people imagine complex physical actions, like playing piano or juggling, the same brain areas activate as when they actually perform them. Your brain doesn't distinguish much between imagined and real experiences, so the question is, are you training your brain to fail or to win? Here's the kicker most people miss. You're already running mental simulations every single day, whether you realize it or not. The difference is, most of those simulations are unconscious, scattered, and unstructured. That's why they don't move the needle. Real visualization is intentional mental rehearsal with precision. If you're like most people, you've probably tried visualization and it felt like a gimmick. Maybe you pictured yourself winning, but nothing changed. That's because you only half visualized. Visualization is not a quick glance or a vague wish, it's a deep, immersive experience. If you burn your finger in the visualization, your finger should be burnt when you come out of it. I'm talking that powerful. Your brain needs rich sensory input and a strong emotional charge to build those new neural pathways. Without it, your visualization is background noise that your brain quickly ignores. So let's get really specific about what works. Find a quiet spot and start by taking 3 deep breaths. Feel the air fill your lungs and then release all tension. Ground yourself. This is your mental lab. Close your eyes and bring up the clearest image you can of your future self, say, 1 year from now. Now don't just see them, step into their shoes. Feel the texture of the clothes they're wearing. Are they smooth silk, rugged denim, or a crisp suit? Notice the temperature on their skin. Hear the sounds around them, the hum of a busy office, the crackle of a campfire, the calm waves at a beach. Smell the faint scent of their cologne or the fresh air. Imagine the taste in their mouth, coffee, or maybe fresh mint. Your future self isn't just a picture, they're a full-body experience. What's their posture like? Are their shoulders relaxed or powerful? How do they breathe? Deep and steady, or maybe fast and alert? Imagine their heartbeat, steady and strong or calm and slow. Imagine your future self's heartbeat syncing with your own. That rhythm is the beat of your transformation. Now tune into their emotions. Are they calm in chaos? Do they radiate quiet confidence or fierce determination? Do they laugh easily or hold a sharp focus? Feel those emotions flood your body. Just sit there and immerse yourself. It's not hard for you to be yourself right now, and it's not hard for you to be yourself in the vision either. This kind of immersive visualization creates a neural blueprint, a map your brain uses to organize your thoughts, feelings, and behaviors. When you feel and sense your future self this deeply, your brain starts to wire itself toward that identity. Here's something wild. Research in psychology reveals that the brain processes imagined events almost identically to real ones, but it doesn't get exhausted from visualization. You can run mental rehearsals over and over with zero physical fatigue, and your brain strengthens those circuits each time. So visualizing becomes a high-leverage tool for rewiring habits and identity. But here's a counterintuitive truth. More visualization without action can actually create frustration or confusion in your brain. Your mind will get stuck in limbo, like revving an engine without moving forward. So visualization is the primer, not the engine. A quick story. A friend named Mike was stuck in his career, frustrated, procrastinating, doubting himself. I taught him this immersive visualization method. Every night for a month, he vividly pictured walking into meetings as his confident future self. Feeling the solid grip of his leather briefcase, smelling fresh coffee in the room, hearing the subtle click of his shoes on polished floors. He imagined handling objections with calm authority, his voice steady and strong. So, after about 2 weeks, Mike said, "I don't feel like I'm faking it anymore. I feel like I'm stepping into that guy's shoes daily." And within just a few months, he got promoted. That wasn't just luck, it was neural rewiring combined with these deliberate daily habits, all aligned to that new identity. Okay, here's your tactical framework. This is what you do to make it real. Step 1. Ground yourself with breath and environment. Step 2. Build your future self's sensory world. touch, sound, smell, taste, sight, and emotion. Alright, step 3. Feel the mindset and core beliefs your future self owns. You know, this isn't just fluffy stuff, it's about the unshakable truths they live by. Moving on to step 4. Rehearse your future self navigating today's biggest challenge. Just imagine their response, their calm, their strategy. It's all about seeing how they would handle things. And finally, step 5. Write down one bold habit or belief your future self lives by and practice it today. This is how you bridge the gap between vision and action. Repeat daily for neural rewiring and identity shift. Here's a brutal fact. The brain loves familiarity. That means it will fight new identities with everything it's got. When you visualize your future self, your brain can throw up resistance, anxiety, doubt, even self-sabotage. But that resistance is proof you're rewiring, not failing. Another surprise. Studies show that people who visualize failures vividly tend to prepare better and perform better than those who only visualize success. So don't be afraid to imagine your future self facing obstacles and thriving anyway. Here's the mindset shift you need. You're not stuck. It's just time to move on and get better. You're rewiring. Every thought you give your brain is like laying a brick in the foundation of who you become. You don't just hope for a better future, you build it neuron by neuron. If you got a hole in your shoe, you wouldn't just give up and say, oh well, no more walking for me. That would be ridiculous. Well, it's just as ridiculous for your old life to be outdated, and you tell yourself, well, I guess I'm stuck forever, my life stinks now. No, it doesn't. You just need to build a new life that's better suited for you. Just like when your shoes get holes in them, you just go get another pair and think nothing of it. Tonight, before bed, try this immersive visualization. Step fully into your future self's world with all your senses and emotions. Feel what it's like to live that life. Then tomorrow, journal one bold habit or belief you commit to practicing today. Want to dive deeper into neuroscience hacks for habits that stick, mindset mastery, and unstoppable growth? Subscribe to the channel. It's the simplest way to ensure the new version of you actually happens. Next video, we'll break down exactly how to turn this mental rehearsal into unbreakable habits. No willpower needed. Remember, every moment you hesitate, your brain defaults to old patterns. Visualize, rewire, act. Your future self is already waiting, ready to take over. The only question is, will you take the first step and allow it to happen?